Okay, doing something a little different this time, guys. Doing a little post-commentary on what I've managed to achieve here. And this first one is, as you can see, Shattered EZO. You may wonder why I'm being so defensive. Well, it turns out the key to beating this game is actually starting simple. That was a mistake. What you have to do is just block. The jabs can do nothing. Now it's actually harder at the beginning because what the guy's not doing here is the power-up punch. There he goes. And see, what you can do is use your jabs against him when he's powering up. And the thing about the power-up punch is it doesn't do any extra damage. It's just for breaking through blocks. I mean, you're paying attention there. You probably saw no real health come off me as he did his powered-up punch against me, and I interrupted him. From here, it's just a matter of waiting, and we can take our first opponent down. Things get a bit easier here, because this guy is inclined to be more aggressive as the AI ramps up, affords us more opportunities. Come on, power up, come on, yeah, there we go. And we actually interrupted him a couple of times there, as you can see. And those of you paying attention can see there's basically no health bar being lost on our side. You got a jab in there. And the thing you've got to keep an eye on is the fact that your health bar does carry over. You only recover 1 bar between fights, which makes it harder as time goes on. Or should do, if the enemy was more aggressive. See, sometimes they break their power up to jab, but when they don't, everything is fine. Okay, yeah, another one down. Okay, it's broken that one off. And just gonna go defensive when they do. No need to flurry away and waste points like I did there. Yeah, as the guy's commenting, open myself up for a bunch of jabs there. And you can see that the bar, the 4th bar, is slightly below what it should be because, you know, we lost too much health in the previous fight. I'm not sure what the electricity coursing off the guy is. Maybe it's low health.
You're doing great.
Okay, and they get a bit more aggressive as you go on. A bit faster responds. More likely to interrupt with a jab. Which makes things a little bit harder. But really, it's quite an easy game. Took off 7 of my health there. Because the damage does go up as the game progresses. So it's less forgiving of mistakes.
You're doing great.
Now we're halfway to our objective,
Nice punch.
which is beating Aria.
Don't stop now.
I'm not sure what happens with the last of their health, because they seem very resilient once you get down to it.
Nice punch.
See how much damage this guy's taking to get off the last of it.
Great.
There he goes. Yeah, this guy's just doing power-up punch, punch after power-up punch, and it's not working so well for him, so he ducks down and then gets pummeled again. On the verge. Yeah, quite a bit to go, and there he goes. Okay. Victory is almost within sight now. Just to keep repeating the previous strategy. Don't screw up majorly and it should work.
Don't stop now.
See, 9 health taken off from that punch from that guy. So you got to be careful.
You're doing great.
Another one bites dust. Full health again.
Nice punch.
Okay, duck down.
Don't stop now. Nice punch. You're doing great.
And that's worked out again. We're almost there. One more opponent it should be. Maybe 2 to be safe. Okay, getting a bit sloppy there.
Nice punch. Don't stop now.
Yeah, very sloppy. See, we took off almost half our bars. Yeah, not good. See, the AI does respond more rapidly, but we've gotten what we need. I think we've beaten Arya's high score by this point, and so I get cocky and start trying to power up punches rather than just defensively blocking. Actually, I think it's the next opponent I do that.
Don't stop now.
Just got to interrupt him. Yeah, there he's dazed.
Nice punch.
And we should have him.
Watch out. You're doing great.
And that's gotten us, you know, a nice comfortable margin. And I feel free to just play around now. See that jab interrupted us, see how much health he's taking off of his jabs.
This isn't looking good. Game over.
Exactly, we got stunned.
Congratulations, that's a new high score.
And that's it. But, you know, 1024, that's what you got to beat. And that's what we did. I'm feeling quite satisfied with myself at that point. So it's time to go to the relay defense. Few attempts, tough one,
That's a new high score.
and 7 points off Mouse's high score on about the 3rd attempt. But I figured out the strategy for this one. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to let you watch for a little while and then I'll explain things. So you can see it seems fairly, you know, routine. Just shooting stuff, sending shuttles off, you know, there's nothing extraordinary about this. Seems like, you know, how you meant to play the game. Well, the thing to remember is that you see the score multiplied times 4 by the mass relay. Well, that's what your score is multiplied by when you score points. But only for destroying shuttles, for destroying targets. Like for the Turian fighter it's 1 point.
Keep it up.
And for the cruiser, it's 2 points. So that equals 4 and 8 points. Each shuttle that gets to the relay, I think it's 7.
Keep it up.
But that's not multiplied, so
Enemies approaching.
at least a question. Is it really worth sending shuttles to the relay and risking that they be killed?
Enemies approaching.
Because, you know, their score won't be multiplied. And you might lose your multiplier by, you know, getting them killed.
Stay alert.
Well, the answer is that if you don't send shuttles to the relay, you will lose your multiplier over time. So you've got to keep doing it. And it's also a nice source of points. I mean, 7 isn't to be sniffed at when you can get 8 as maximum in one shot. So what you do, just keep targeting things as they come in, try and keep your rescue near the centre to respond, and when one of them spawns at the end like that, send the shuttle off. Because by the time anything else spawns in that row, the shuttle will be safely away, and your missile should have taken out the guy who's waiting.
Stay alert.
So you just practice that strategy effectively, and yeah, see, one just spawned in the middle, and as I set the shuttle off, and he spawned behind the shuttle.
Keep it up.
So yeah, that works out quite nicely, I think.
Stay alert.
Wonder if anyone's counting how many shuttles I'm sending off here.
Keep it up.
That's why you should sometimes hesitate though on sending shuttles off, because there might be
Keep it up.
multiple spawning in the same row. As the game gets further on and the enemy spawn rate increases, generally a wise idea to only do it you see 2 kind of jumping in points, jumping in nodes on the board at a time to be, you know, assured it's not going to be that row too soon. Something else to watch out for is if you know, the new node spawns where the old one was, and it can be hard to see that through an explosion from a freshly fired missile. There's also a desperation tactic you can use that I didn't use here, and I attempted in a previous game, which is you can use your shuttles to take out an enemy ship. You know, if you feel too threatened, or you've used all your missiles, you missed or whatever, like I just missed there, you can do that. As you can see, the red indicates how much damage our world is taking, and the game grows less forgiving as time goes on. That's why you've got to get the shuttles away. That's why you've got to keep your multiplier, because I think it becomes basically impossible after a certain point. And you can see I'm getting sloppier. My reflexes, you know, not up to par. But we got what we need, so I'm just playing for a bit of fun now. And should get a couple more away. Yeah, see, almost immediately upon spawning, they actually fire off their rounds at the planet. And we breached 9/11.
Congratulations! That's a new high score.
And another mod. So we're going to the Almax Arsenal Arena to handle some of the challenges there. Let's get bargain prices, in fact. No ammo. Well, first, no Medigel, no ammo. And we'll leave everything else as is. Apart from the fact that we want no squad mates. So that's 3 of the challenges. Against Reapers. And elite enemies. Because I enjoy the elites. You know, let's have a bit of fun here. I've got all day to do it. So I equipped Inferno ammo thinking I'm going to trigger fire explosions here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
And the Reapers have a lot of armor on them. So first thing, cool, trigger biotic explosion. They take down my shields faster than anticipated. But it's hardly irrecoverable because I've got charge, haven't I? Just got to readjust my aim there. Don't want to use Nova because it's just me, there's no Medigel. Don't want a chance taking down my shields in the middle of a firefight. Disrupt this guy before he puts armor on everything. For some reason there's no biotic explosion from the cannibal there. Get close again and headshot. And here I'm a bit confused because I'm looking, where's the bonus? Where's the bonus? Because I can't see it. Doesn't seem to be anywhere. Tell me if you spotted it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Okay, and Marauders of course. And I'm thinking Ravagers or Brutes will be coming up soon. So slap down a proximity mine, you know, get some free damage in there. Wait for them to come to me. I'm in no rush. I'm well in charge of my time for the 5 minutes bonus. Get rid of these guys.
Kill streak.
And I've started my kill streak, so, you know, I have to get in now if I want my points. Just get rid of this Marauder. Now we got a bit concerned because there's a Ravager there. He fires off his rounds in a second. Yeah, they're in sight, and then gets one on me, and then wastes the rest of them. And that's something you should do with Ravagers in general, is just, you know, get them to fire at you their first round, then hide away. Of course, the best players are able to get them to miss in the first place. And they're relatively simple to take out at close range when they haven't got proper support.
5, 1. Final round.
Here's where things get interesting. Big clump of enemies. Last round. I'm half expecting brutes. I'm wanting brutes, because they're nice and easy to take out for me as a vanguard.
Streak.
Okay. So I'm trying to work out how to approach this. I was trying to trigger off a fire explosion there. Didn't quite work, but got what I needed. Shield's down, so charge again quickly. Get out of there, get out of the hot zone. Reevaluate. Back at the husks. Keep that kill streak going. Marauder, keep it going, keep it going. Get my shields back up. Get down here with the Marauder and up again. Hit that. Fire explosion, there we go. Right in the middle of everything. And amateurishly I get hit by the Elbow of Destiny, but I'm not stunned, so back into things. Womp womp. Missed triggering a fire explosion there to get rid of the swarmers, but now it's just him and the husk. Now it's just him. And it's just a Marauder. Simples. Reapers, not much to fear if you're a vanguard. It's also less pressure if you're not adding live commentary to it.
This match brought to you by the Citadel Department of Tourism. Experience history being made.
So we're qualifying for a gold prize, which I invest in getting a super elite upgrade, not shown on screen, I'm afraid. But that's actually useful for one of the challenges that's also being made.
Where were you? You missed a great match. What? Seriously?
So we're just below Alaria and Bar Levon at this point. So just reading through some email stuff here. This is why I brought the Super Elite match set, is because for the Help a Dream Foundation / Make-A-Wish, we have to fight the toughest Reapers for a charity match. So we can do that at a later date. And this is from Hoshishiri Saburo, and it's about, you know, winning one of those bets. And this is interest expressed in Javik competing in the arena against the Reapers as a symbolic show. So Javik's going to be fighting the Super Elite Challenge with us at some point in the future. As long as he stops referring to his audience as stupid primitives, of course. We'll work on that. And that's about the lead-in imagery fighting Reapers. This one eats its cranial covering. That's the Hanar that thought, you know, we were cheating because of using Medigel. We didn't use Medigel in that last match. We fought alone. And he's eating crow over it. And complaining that getting kill streaks on Reaper Super Elites is challenging. So maybe let's help the one and only Blasto fan. Oh, and a poem from Lasari. Feel free to read it. It's just a little bit pathetic and only slightly creepy. Thank you, Solora. And thanks, I guess, from a really rambling response about how we are stopping someone's brother wasting money on the combat simulator based on the fact we smash his high score as a Spectre and there's no way he can compete with us. So ain't that nice. And he's not going to enlist either. So we've saved him from probable certain death. Anyway, enough of that. It's time for the claw game. So this is me going after the orange orbs. Actually proves to be surprisingly unfrustrating. It takes a few tries. But here's the first one. I'm feeling very happy at that point, as you can see. So we get some ultralight materials. Time to go again. And literally 2 tries afterwards, straight in like that. All I can advise is keep trying and hope for a little bit of luck in positioning. It's mostly a timing issue, but luck helps. And yeah, another 2 games down the line and managed to do this one. There we go. Goes in the bag. After failing once more, quite a few times actually, to get this last mod. Here we go. Get that power upgrade, and I want to go again because I'm not sure if there's anything else, so let's have a shot at it. Turns out it's just credits, but what can you do? So that's it for the intermission. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back to your regularly scheduled Mass Effect 3 very soon.